field advantage in this one. Just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Army Black Knights and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Hey guys, I did catch up with the Army head coach pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Nittany Lions offense will start this game off with the football. And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. This is a guy that they have high hopes for this season at the wide receiver position. Sells the run, looking to pass.
This offense in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering. Makes the catch and he's free. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hampton. He's dropped. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Hampton. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. There he goes. Powers through. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Army's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Here's the bruising running back, Jordan Davison. This guy's one of the top backs in the nation, and we've really been anxious to see what type of explosive presence he can bring to this running attack.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about the running back spot and just having the senior leadership at that spot. A dude that's got experience, playmaking. They said when he talks, everyone in the huddle listens. So I know this offense is going to give him the football early and often. And Palmer, they're going to count on him in all the big moments.
And you don't see a lot of running backs drafted in the first round like we used to see, David, but this guy has a chance to be that guy in the next NFL draft. He could be a first round. He's got the vision. He's got the burst. He can make people miss. He's got speed, can catch the ball, can block, and do all those things. And he is so excited to remind everybody just how good he is today.
And the Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Army.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tells the run, lost a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Montgomery. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Touchdown, Black Knights! Special teams proving to be special. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. On the move, it's Davison. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Black Knights are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Davison. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They want to run it left here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Powers inside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Shoots it to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He's got great speed, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hand off again. Oh, what a move. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Bond. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Wants to throw it. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Davis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Davis. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Penn State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Left side is Skinner. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The fake wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. He told his team he was pleased with their performance in the first half, but they have got a lot of ball game left. They want to come out and set the tone here to start the third quarter. Coach said we have got to play clean football and execute. Always a challenge in these early games in the season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick catch. At midfield, he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Extending the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete! Touchdown, Black Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hampton. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Turns into the pile. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. He breaks a tackle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Oh, a lot of space. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the third period, and will carry that one into the fourth. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Makes a catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hampton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Davis. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Now on the move. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problem. Might pause. And the Commodores headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He was right on target in their victory last time out. Better than 70% completion rate and more than 350 yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Sells to run, looking to pass. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point,
looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Vanderbilt's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I really like the decision-making of the quarterback right there. And you're probably going, well, I know the running back. He's the one who made the catch and got the big gain, got the first down. But I like the way he saw the matchup, understanding I got speed over the middle of the field. I got the matchup I want. He runs the angle route, delivers the football, and they get the big play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wants to go up top on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
The handoff, fighting off the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part,
makes the grab and room to run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Trying to pound it in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again. 2 straight times they've been denied. Do they go to the ground again on 3rd and goal? Slams ahead. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The option, the keeper. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They've got him corralled. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown LSU! Stealing a score on special teams. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Hull. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45, breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the 2nd half.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Sees an alley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. Past the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Trying to squeak through the pile. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He locked up and held on to bring him down. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and long here.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. He wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure to his right. This time he's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires left. Got his man downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Finds his target. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. From the gun. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tells to fake. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered, doesn't force the football, and even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Warren. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The give. He's past the sticks. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Across the 10, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run.
Number 99, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Grab near the marker. It's Warren. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they did tack on the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quick give. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Way off target there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score LSU 52, Vanderbilt 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They put the brakes on him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Out wide left, it's Paul. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. Pulls it in at the 25. And there he goes. Touchdown Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So the final period starts with a second down play. Red pass, it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Trying to establish the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll need a bunch on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Left side is Stewart.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Going to the running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights.
LSU 73, Vanderbilt 13.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Give to the back. Swapped immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
He's looking deep. And it's it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback got it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fullback's got it. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is what an